Okay, everyone, welcome back to another movie review. It's really early, it's only 7, and I just was kind of bored and wanted to do a review. And I may do another one later, not sure how, depends how I feel. But today's movie review is on a Batman movie, and it is The Dark Knight Rises. um, this is the last movie, obviously, I have to review in the Dark Knight trilogy. I reviewed Batman Begins and Dark Knight. Um, I am gonna, in the future, probably review, like, the Batman 60s movie, and the other Batman movies, too, but, just wanted to get the, Dark Knight trilogy out of the way, because the Dark Knight trilogy is my favorite thing about Batman. I love it. Very well done. This is the DVD. I got it right before Christmas as a Christmas present. The slipcover and the DVD case are the same. But there's the back. And if you want to see inside, at the time when I got it, and they still have this at Walmart and Target and stuff, it's not a rare DVD or anything. There's the CD, then there's the bonus features. At the time I got it, there were two different ones. There was a one disc DVD, which I kind of still want to get because I do have my Batman Begins is a one disc copy, and then I have two copies of Dark Knight, and one is one disc. So I don't know, maybe. But yeah, so you still can get either one disc or the two discs. I like the bonus features and stuff, so I got two discs. And I think the one disc was, at the time, it might have gone down now. It was $14.99, and this was only $19.99, so just for another disc. But anyway, out of the three, this one, now this is my opinion, but this one is the weakest. It's good, but it's a really long movie. It starts out, it takes place 8 years after the events of Dark Knight. So, you know, in Dark Knight, we left Batman off. He was running from the cops. And so now Batman is kind of like, he is like, since everything happened, Rachel died. She's not in this, she's mentioned, but she's not in this. Harvey died, and well, he was turned to Two-Face and died. So he is kind of crippled. He does not go out of his house. People talk about him all the time. Like, he's kind of like a legend now. And pretty much, you know, his house has sheets up all over his furniture and stuff, and like that. We are introduced to Anne Hathaway's character, Catwoman. Right there. She is a maid or servant or whatever you want to say for Bruce Wayne, and she actually, it's a party, and she actually brings Bruce his parents his food, and he finds out that he talks to her and finds out that she actually stole his mom's pearls. That makes sense because she is Catwoman. And she pretty much like knocks the king out of his hand, and he falls down because, you know, she's caught and stuff. And she's very, Anne Hathaway was good. You know, and of course she's gonna be this new love interest for Bruce, but they don't start off like that. Then she is trying to rob like this guy. I'm not sure what's his name. I can't remember his name, but Bane was like looking for him, and stuff. So yeah, and you know, stuff. There's little stuff in that, like that. In the beginning of the movie, we are introduced to Bane, and they're like all these guys, like Russian guys or whatever, trying to find Bane. And of course, he's on the plane, and he like crashes the plane and stuff. Gordon's back. He is back. Of course, Lucius Fox is back. Alfred is back, but Alfred does not stay in the movie long. You know, he is trying to tell. And one of my favorite parts in this movie is when they talk about Rachel, because she's my favorite character in the whole trilogy, even though she's not in this one. And they, you know, pretty much he tells him about the letter she wrote, choosing, because Bruce thought, you know, before Rachel died that she, you know, would be with him and they would be together, but really she was gonna get ready to choose Harvey and marry him. And he finally tells her about that, and of course Bruce gets mad because he really loves her and stuff, and loved her, I should say. Yeah, and Alfred, you know, says, I cannot bury you, because he's worried. He doesn't want Bruce to be Batman anymore. He wants Bruce to give that up and just move on with life, pretty much. And so Alfred says, until you do that, I can't be here anymore. So he leaves. Alfred is gone until the end of the movie. And so pretty much Batman and Catwoman meet and stuff, and Catwoman doesn't know Batman is Bruce is Batman. She thinks they're two different people, because she talks to them, and then Bruce says, oh, you have to talk to my friend about that, he'll be talking about Batman. Then Batman will say, oh, your friend will know something if they're talking about a certain thing. Then Batman asks Catwoman to bring him to Bane, and she does, but she's very sneaky. She brings him to Bane but locks the door behind him. She had to do that because they were going to kill her. So they fight and stuff, and this is a brutal fight. It's no music playing or anything, and Bane picks Batman up and breaks his back. Earlier in the movie, we are introduced to a character named Miranda Tate. She is pretty much, you know, I think Bruce wants her to help run Wayne Enterprises and stuff, and pretty much she's like the love interest of the movie. You know, they sleep together, and Bruce starts to have feelings for her and stuff. I don't think, this is my opinion, I don't think Bruce will ever have really deep feelings for another woman, not even Catwoman, after the death of Rachel Dawes. He had really strong feelings for her, but I don't think he at the end of this movie, he likes Catwoman and stuff, and he probably loves her and stuff, but I don't think it will ever be like that love that he had for Rachel. So, but anyway, Bane takes Bruce to, and this after, Bane breaks Batman's back. Catwoman, Selina Kyle, finds out about that Bruce Wayne is Batman. So, Bane takes this pit to Bruce to this pit. Bane pretty much wants Batman to Bruce to stay there forever, unless he can escape, which the only way to escape is climbing the wall. And he watches, there's a TV and stuff. You know, and see what Bane's gonna do. So 3 months pass, and Bane's killing people in Gotham. He's doing all these horrible stuff, exploding stuff, and they are planning a bomb. Earlier we are introduced also to another character named Blake. He is a new cop and stuff, so he's always trying to, figure stuff out. Joseph Gordon-Levitt plays Blake. I really liked him. He was good. He's a great actor. And so Bruce is, he broke his back, so he's working out the whole time to get ready to face Bane. And pretty much he finds out that Bane, as a little boy, climbed out of the pit. So if Bane can do it, Batman can do it. Bruce can do it. So he many times tries to get out, but he can't make it. He falls. I like the one scene when Bruce is hallucinating Ra's al Ghul, and it's just a hallucination. That's a really good scene, because so Bruce finally, after like 3 or 4 tries to get out, he gets out. He pretty much tries to be Batman again. He asks like Selina and Lucius for their help. He doesn't really ask Miranda Tate, because she's supposed to be the damsel in distress or whatever, so we think. And so he wants her to be safe. So 24 hours is before the bomb goes off. So they're trying to do this stuff. So I haven't seen it. Like Batman and Catwoman are like trying to figure everything out. Gordon and Blake are too. And at this time, Bane throughout the movie has been trying. He finally tells like the people that Harvey Dent, because a lot of this movie has to do with Harvey Dent and Ra's al Ghul. The Joker's not mentioned in this movie, so he is mentioned. They just don't say his name, which that's really sad, because the Joker, in my opinion, was the best villain, and he caused so much trouble. He killed so many good people like Harvey, Rachel, and so I think he should have been mentioned, but I can get, because Heath Ledger passed away, so we're just supposed to think he's like in Arkham or whatever. And so Bane pretty much proved that Harvey Dent was not a good guy at the end. He like killed people, and he tried to kill Jim's son. But anyway, Bane pretty much takes Miranda hostage, and all this riots start happening and stuff, and so like war kind of starts, and pretty much Batman and Bane fight. Bane's kind of like shocked, like, wow, he's alive still. He got out. Like, so they're fighting and defending. I just want to say I do like the Jonathan Crane Scarecrow cameos in this. He's like the judge or whatever, and they're fighting and stuff. But anyway, they're fighting Bane, and finally Batman, like, I was expecting to see like Bane without his mask on, or like take his mask off, but it's probably really like gross under his mask. But a piece of his mask breaks, and so he can't breathe. So they're fighting. Batman tells Miranda to like go get in a car, go guard the doors or whatever. Gives her a gun. Batman is like yelling at Bane, like, "Where's the trigger?" and stuff. Miranda, like, you didn't give it to an ordinary person. Miranda comes up to Bruce and stabs him in the stomach. It turns out that Miranda Tate is actually the daughter of Ra's al Ghul, Talia al Ghul. And there's been different interpretations of Talia. She's either good or bad. In this, she's not so good. She's getting revenge because she blames Batman for killing her father. Then Batman begins, he dies. So pretty much she's the mastermind. And I didn't really like that, because that means Bane kind of worked for her or teamed with her. I wish Bane was either the mastermind the whole time. But she was the mastermind. She was doing her father's work, and she's pretty much takes it, like, the bomb. And this big, she's gonna, I don't know where she goes, but this big car chase happens. She goes off a bridge and pretty much dies too, like her father did. In my opinion, Batman didn't kill Ra's al Ghul, he just didn't save him. Then Batman takes the bomb, and long story short, he flies it over the bay and it explodes. So we really don't know if Batman survives or not. He does, because at the end he builds a new bat signal and stuff, and Alfred goes to a restaurant and sees Bruce sitting with Selina and stuff like that, and the autopilot works, so yeah, it did work. Then at the end, Blake goes to the Batcave, and we learn his name is Robin. A good movie. I definitely check it out. So yeah, this was a movie review on The Dark Knight Rises. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to this channel, and have a great day. Bye.